Hello, everybody. George Bliss here on your softball hotline. And on the line today is the newly inducted ASA Hall of Fame member, the second one ever in history, Willy Simpson. Willie, congratulations. How did you get the news about the ASA inducting you next year?
I just received a phone call from one of the ladies that works there, and she told me that my name was presented, and they accept all my stuff, and I guess that's what they did, and that they voted me in.
Willie, you are the only person other than the great Eddie Zolna to be inducted in the ASA 16-inch. You're with there's only two in the whole history of the game. Can you believe it?
Well, there should be a lot more, and I'm hoping that this opens up the door for the ASA to put some 16-inch players in there.
I hope so, too. Now, the induction is in Greensboro. Tell me what you know so far about that.
Right. I don't know anything about it. They're going to send me information about it. So it's going to be next year, October 21st.
October 21st, 2017. For those of you listening to Willy Simpson, that is going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina, correct?
Correct, sir.
Willie, real quick, so people know, probably one of the greatest players ever off the streets of Chicago. When did you officially start the big game of softball? When you were a teenager, or walk us through a little bit of your history?
Yes, I was about 17, 18 years old when I met Eddie Zolna, and the rest is history. I just started playing with him after that, and he picked me up because I hit 3 homers off of him.
in a pickup game or something, I suspect, huh?
No, there was a tournament. We played in a tournament. I was on another team, and we played their team, and I hit 3 homers that day. And the guys all the old timers, they said, "You better pick up this kid," and they did. So.
Do you remember where that park was by any chance?
Yes, it was Marquette Park.
The famous Marquette Park on 67th Street, roughly. Wow.
Right, correct. There was a tournament there that we played. Yeah.
Do you remember the name of your team at that point?
Actually, I don't think we had a name because it was a bunch of guys from Continental Insurance Company downtown and a couple players from the south side. So I don't remember the name of the team.
So there you go. Now, later on, you went with the Bobcats, correct?
Oh, yes.
How many years roughly with the Bobcats? Can you remember, Willie?
How many years I played with the Cats?
Yes.
Well, we started in 63 and ended in 83.
So 21 years on the field.
20 years, yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Willy Simpson here on the softball hotline with George Bliss, one of the greatest ever. And then after 83, Willie, where did you move over to at that point?
Oh, then I played with the Budweiser Whips. And then we played with Sports Station.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're talking undoubtedly the top 5 teams in history of the game. How many MVPs, well, I don't want to embarrass you today, but how many national titles do you have, Willie?
Me, I have 14.
14? That's got to be a record,
Yes.
No?
I don't know. It's 14 national titles that we have.
Because I talked to Johnny Kelleher a few years ago, and I don't have my notes in front of me, but Johnny Kelleher, Kenny Flaws, 11 or 12, but you must hold a record 14 national titles. It's got to be the record. Wow.
Oh, I hope so. I think Eddie Zola has the record because he was with Lettuce for a few years that they won it.
As a coach, right.
Yeah.
What are you doing these days, Willie? You're retired basically at this point?
Yeah, I'm retired, yes, and enjoying it.
Well, every year they can meet the great Willy Simpson at the Forest Park No Glove Nationals. Every late July, you're out there in the right field sky deck, and you're there to talk to people and teach them how to win this game, Willie. I mean, you're definitely a legend.
I wish I could.
Give us
a lot of people don't want to learn.
Well, just before we go today, the great Willy Simpson, congratulations, George Bliss on here, who just informed by the ASA out of Oklahoma City that the one and only Willy Simpson will be inducted in 2017. Willie, just give us one little memory of of thing that happened to you all the years in softball that pops up on your mind at this point?
Oh, the best thing?
Well, anything that just kind of comes to you.
There's quite a few, but there was. I was coaching my son's team in Forest Park, and they had the bases loaded, and I'm just standing on the sidelines, and they come up to me and said, "Hey, listen, you got a pinch hit." And it was against Al Mack's team, and I went up there and pinch hit and got a base hit. And they were screaming and yelling.
Well, of all the years that you played at the highest levels, there's nothing like playing with your son. And we're talking about the great Mike Simpson, who, by the way, is a Chicago police officer, correct?
Correct. That's what he is, yes.
Well, Willie, I watched you at the end of your career. I've watched you coach, just the most unbelievable hitter, power of all time, and long deserved this honor for the ASA. You're also in the 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame, one of the original members, of course, at 7600 West on Harrison and Forest Park. And Willie, you're a legend. God bless you. I mean, without you, the game wouldn't be as great as it was, Willie.
Well, thank you very much for that honor. But there was a lot of people that made the game for what it is, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
That's the great Willy Simpson here on the Softball Hotline.